Well, greetings and welcome into Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 113 today. Really glad that you're with us. Ready to enjoy this next hour together, clothes-free living for all of the right reasons. You hear some music? Yes, I hear it too. That can only mean one thing. It's time for the great, the terrific, the completely over-the-top, fully clothes-free, and completely smiling, our Naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. So I'm out there every day enjoying life, enjoying the sun, enjoying the heat. How about you? I'm guessing the same because we're kind of wired the same way.
Well, yeah, was it definitely. I'm loving every bit of the heat. And I will say that the humidity is a little bit worse than I remember it being in past years, but we have to live with it. And I do love it. I kind of love that feel of the air kind of clinging to your skin. That just is like you're part of nature, really and truly then. And I grew up in the South, so my winters were quite temperate. If it snowed, it was a big deal, and the newspaper covered it. So I love this. I absolutely love it. I like to go out and sit in the heat of the day, and eventually you get a little hot and want to go back in. But
Yeah.
it's just so wonderful to have that hot sun on you. I love it. So
Yeah. And, we always caution people, be careful. We talked recently, shirt-free living for all men. But there does come, a bit of caution with that. Some men and women, if they're out in the sun 3 minutes, they get a burn. So you have to be careful. Other people can be out there forever and not get burned at all. They get tanned, but they don't get burned. So we don't give advice on that because we're not medically trained in that field. But I know that I enjoy it, and so far, no issues. So I'm going to just keep going until something or somebody says, hey, you probably shouldn't do that anymore. Otherwise, this is what I've been living for my whole life, this kind of
yeah,
weather.
absolutely. And we're fortunate we have issues down here because we have hurricanes and so forth to deal with at some time, but sometimes the trade-off is worth it for the beautiful weather, especially in January.
Absolutely. We just have a bevy of amazing listeners, Lisa, who write to us all of the time. We're in touch with people every day, 7 days, 7 nights a week, and we have a lot of talented listeners out there. And again, we thank Greg White for his letter, and we thank Paul Priestley for his. And Lisa Monroe, with that, we are going to have to head for the hills for a bit, get to my interview with James, an amazing young guy. And you'll be here at the end of the show, right?
I sure will.
All right. With that in mind, have a great close-free half hour or so. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Okie doke. Bye.
And don't forget our brand new Wednesday show that hits every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Time. The show on Saturday still hits at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. No changes to the Saturday show, merely an addition that we're giving you, and that's on Wednesdays. Well, again, Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 113. And now let's get to part one of my interview with James Grant, fairly new to the world of naturism and loving every second of it. Here we go, part one with James Grant.
Living as God intended. We came into this world naked. Everybody knows that it's not a hidden thing. We came into the world naked. And then we didn't come into this world naked on accident. That's how it's supposed to be. And God placed us in an environment that works for the naked body. For instance, you're outside, you get sunlight, it helps regulate a lot of things in your body. The trees gives off oxygen. When you're on the ground walking barefoot, it's no coincidence that it calms you. It feels so good to get mud in between your toes. As kids, we discovered these things, playing in mud, playing in dirt, outside, swinging off trees. I know I certainly did. I guess that was my introduction to nature without even knowing it, you know. As for a lot of people, they just don't realize it. So we were made for this environment. So living as God intended, that's what it means to me. And it's very, very important. I think there are more people that are naturists, they just don't realize that what they're doing is nature. Because like I said,
Yeah.
there's a whole community out there of influencers, biohackers, practice a lot of this lifestyle. They just don't call it naturism. They just do what they do. So there's a bigger community than what's out there.
That's very true. What do you do in your world with naturism? Do you have a group of friends you hang with? Are you trying to bring people aboard? Are you open with everybody? It sounds like you are because you're big on social media.
Yeah, so I'm becoming more open about it.
The very terrific James Grant, fairly new to the world of naturism, heavily into nutrition and health and working out, and definitely a guy to keep our eyes on as a brand new entry into the world of naturism. In our next Saturday show, which will be episode 115, part 2 of my interview with the very terrific James Grant. Paul has both things going for him, depending on his mood or the tone or whatever he's doing. We can nurture him back to sleep, or we can pump him wide awake while he's driving. So
I tell you, we're good.
Yeah.
We're really good.
I'm telling you, we need to start 2 new shows, Sleeping with Frank and Lisa, which obviously could be taken wrong. We don't want that.
This is
out there,
true.
but, maybe going to sleep. Well, Frank and
Drifting
Lisa,
off to sleep while listening. Now, maybe, I don't know, that's too long.
that'd be
Anyway.
a long title, yeah. Or Get Pumped Up with Frank and Lisa.
Yay.
So, however you want to use it, the same exact show, same exact segment can do different things for different people. We accept it. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Exactly. Nothing wrong at all.
All right, Lisa, let's head for the hills. We'll do this again this coming Wednesday and obviously next Saturday. And until then, go out there and have a great clothes-free week. We'll talk again next time.
Okay, see you guys later.
All right. Well, you've been listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 109 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning, 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and on most Wednesdays, 12 noon Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist. Have a great clothes-free day.